BRAVIA Theater Quad speaker stands by SANUS, the missing piece for true surround.
You invested in the Sony BRAVIA Theater Quad for immersion, not compromise. Yet most people place the speakers wherever there's space, on a shelf, near a wall, slightly below ear level while seated on the couch during movie night. It looks fine. It sounds almost right. But here's the quiet truth. When your speakers sit too low or too unstable, you're not hearing what you paid for. Dialogue feels thinner. Surround effects don't quite wrap around you, and you adjust the volume instead of the placement. Small shift, big difference. The hidden cost isn't volume, it's positioning. You wouldn't buy a performance car and drive it in first gear forever. So why accept almost immersive sound when the fix is this simple?
When speaker height is off, the damage is subtle. First, your time. Endless tweaking in settings menus, hoping clarity improves. Then, money, considering upgrades you don't actually need. Then, energy, mental friction every time voices sound slightly detached from the screen. You lean forward during dialogue-heavy scenes. Your shoulders tighten. The room feels smaller than it should. Over weeks, that almost there sound becomes normal. You stop expecting more. And the quad system is designed for spatial precision. When it's positioned wrong, the 360 mapping can't fully lock in. Effects lose depth, rear channels don't breathe. Even the future version of you, hosting friends for a film night, misses that moment when someone says, "Wait, that sounds real." There is a way to let the system perform as designed, because settling slowly is still settling.
This is where BRAVIA Theater Quad speaker stands by SANUS enter, and everything changes. They elevate and stabilize your quad speakers at precise ear level, unlocking the sound field Sony engineered. That's the mechanism. Proper height plus Regis stability equals accurate spatial imaging. You gain up to 17 inches of height adjustment. You align sound exactly where you sit. Integrated cable management keeps wires invisible. Oversized weighted bases prevent tipping. Rubber feet or carpet spikes adapt to your floor. And because they're designed in partnership with Sony, the fit looks intentional, not improvised. Before, the speakers feel placed. After, they feel positioned. One user moved their quads from a low console to these stands at 34 inches. The difference wasn't louder, it was dimensional. Surround cues wrapped naturally. Dialogue anchored to the screen. And yes, I tested this myself. Wait, that's allowed? To fix immersion without buying new speakers? This isn't an accessory, it's acoustic alignment. Let's remove doubt calmly. Immediate result? Clearer dialogue and more defined surround placement. Weekly win? Fewer volume adjustments, more consistent immersion. Long-term freedom? A system that performs correctly without constant tweaking. Independent coverage highlights the full 17-inch height adjustment and 6-pound capacity, well within quad requirements. Users consistently mention improved sound staging and cleaner rooms thanks to integrated cable channels. One homeowner said, "It finally sounds like a theater." Another noted, the stands felt like part of the original Sony package. Which of these benefits hits you hardest? Comment 1 for clarity, 2 for speed, 3 for control. Compared to universal stands or DIY adapters, these are purpose-built. No guesswork, no visual mismatch. I noticed this after 3 weeks. I stopped thinking about placement entirely. That's the point. When equipment disappears and experience remains, you've configured it correctly. If your BRAVIA Theater Quad deserves to perform at full dimensional depth, this is the missing foundation. Proper height, clean integration, stable presence. Acting today simply means enjoying your system as intended, without another movie night feeling slightly off. Peace of mind is part of the upgrade. If you're ready to let your speakers finally breathe, it's simple. Link in the description, first one pinned to the top. Set it once, sit back, and hear what was always there.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.